Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. This is Psychology 4520, Group 1, a video proposal. Our topic is Intervention for Recycling Behavior among IIUM Student Community. This is table of contents for our video proposal. They are including about the introduction of our project toxic group IUM community, variables based on theory of planned behavior, the problem, the benefit of proposed intervention, the proposed intervention, and the summary. My name is yanfang. My metric number is 1538656. I will introduce our project toxic group IUM community. IUM is International Islamic University of Malaysia, and IUM established in 1983 by Malaysian government. It is one of the best higher education institution in Malaysia, and in IUM, taking care of our environment is also considered as our Islamic values. In Islamic University of Malaysia, they have an ecological club. It is Eco Club, and they have the project is mainly for IUM student. It is IUM Go Green, and their mission is become a driving force for the creation of a sustainable and environmentally friendly compost community.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Fatin Imanina Binti Rashid with metric number 1816456. So here I will be elaborating on the factors or variables that we use as a basis to design the intervention. First, the theory that we use in this research is the theory of plant behavior, or also known as TPB. TPB is a widely used theory for explaining intention and behavior. Based on the result of the research, the two factors that are significant in influencing the recycling behavior among IIUM communities are attitude and subjective norm, which are all part of TPB theory. So an attitude can be defined as a sentiment or point of view regarding something, someone, or a manner of behaving. A person's attitude is defined as their belief in the good or negative consequences in engaging in a particular behavior. If a person has a good point of view on a particular behavior, he or she is more inclined to have the intention to execute the behavior. Therefore, people's attitude towards recycling reflects their positive or negative opinion on recycling. Next is subjective norm, which indicates an individual's participation in particular conduct as a result of societal pressure. They are constantly worried about how others perceive and expect them to behave, and use this as a motivation to participate in a behavior. In other words, social pressure determines whether they should or should not engage in a certain behavior.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nisfiana Nola with metric number 1722416. I would like to present the problem that happened from the factor influencing the recycling intention. So first of all, according to the Ministry of Energy, Science, Technology, Environment and Climate Change, or MESTACC, in 2018, Malaysia produced more than 0.94 million tons of plastic waste, and the number is expected to continue to grow every year. And obviously, mismanaged the plastic waste will cause another new problem, which is environmental pollution that will affect our surrounding. And therefore, many organizations care about the environment promotes the reduction of the use of plastic waste in order to fix the number of the predicted data about the waste. At the International Islamic University of Malaysia, for instance, the campaign to reduce the plastic usage has long been carried out. Many efforts have been made by the IIUM community not to use plastic, such as avoiding buying plastic mineral water and replacing it with drinking bottles. However, unfortunately, this campaign is still not running effectively because there are many cafes on campus that still wrap food using plastic that is difficult to recycle. And because of that, the use of the plastic among students is still widely found, and many students still take aside of the importance of the saving environment, which has affected their intention to recycling. And that's all the problem of the intention recycling from me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Aneira Kyla Satriaputri with metric number 1723068. Continuing from Sister Nola, I would like to explain details about the benefit or advantages of the intervention that is going to be proposed, which is Community-Based Social Marketing or CBSM. According to the article by biocycle.net, there are 4 advantages that can be found in CBSM. First, the program is determined by the empirical data. So, from the design to implementation, every choice made during the program development process is based on empirical data. This is a significant step forward from perception or historical evidence, and it lays a solid foundation for creating a successful program. Next, before a large-scale application, the program is pilot-tested on a micro-level scale, and this can be a cost-cutting strategy that helps the developer team to experiment with the other approach until they are satisfied and confident that their work will succeed. The next one, program evaluation is used in CBSM approach. Evaluation phase, ensuring the information that is available at the end of the program as it can be useful to verify its effectiveness, which can identify the program's limitation. This information can be incredibly helpful in proposing the upcoming recycle awareness campaigns. Lastly, the focus of CBSM is on behavior. Many applicable areas of study in recent years have emphasized intention or attitude as the outputs instead of behavior output. Conversely, there is proof that attitudes and intentions can be shifted without appropriate changes in behavior, and attitude tends to be more flexible than behavior for the outreach messages. Although changes in attitudes or intention can mediate behavior change as a result of an outreach message, focusing on these as key findings doesn't replace the behavioral assessments. That is all from me, and for the next slide, I'll pass to the next presenter.
The intervention we have proposed is called Community-Based Social Marketing based on Doug Mackenzie Moore in 1999. It focuses more on the people and or the community with respect to the environment. For example, IIUM has a recycling problem related to waste management. Thus, the intervention requires us to figure out why people are not recycling. Basically, what are the barriers stopping people from recycling and how it can be overcome. Next is to introduce tools. This can be likely incentive, a reward for the public for a job well done. And finally, is to start the project on a smaller scale, observe whether it's effective, and evaluate on whether it can applicable, whether it can. The theories involved in this intervention is environmental attitude, where it's helping people understand and realize how important it is to keep their place of living or community clean. It focuses on 3 major components of this theory, which are cognitive, what they think about their environment; affective, what are the emotional attachments do they have to the environment; and cognitive, their intent towards the environment. All these can contribute towards identifying the barriers and help in developing tools to overcome those barriers.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Najwa, method number 1811168. So I will conclude this topic. So according to the statistical data, in Malaysia, the amount of plastic waste is increasing every year, and the number is getting out of control and causing environmental pollutions. Thus, we propose a program called Community-Based Social Marketing, which focuses on people that should involve themselves in recycling. And this program is also created to make people become more aware and understand the environment they're living in, thereby growing their concept for the environment in which they live. And since this program is based on empirical data, focus on behavior, allows for evaluations of the information to find out the limitations of the program, so that we expect this program is to run successfully and effectively to raise people's awareness to recycle. So that's all from me.
Alright, that is all from us. Thank you very much for your time and attention. Hope our presentation can be beneficial for all of us. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.